Am I shaving you? Am I shaving you? Yes versus no. Am I shaving you?
Nice!
That's good.
Yay! Hi, Paige.
Hello.
Hi, intern. Everybody, it's intern Paige.
Hi, Ukulele Army.
Who wrote an awesome TCGS-based love song.
Thank you.
Paige, the song is so cute.
Thanks.
And then I asked Paige what chords are in it, and she told me that it was G, D, and A, and I was like, yes, we can play this one. So let's learn it. It is just D, G, and A in various combinations for the entire song. It's very pleasing to play. So let's do it from the top. The verse actually and the chorus are the same pattern. It's D, G, A, stay on the A. D, G, A, stay on the A. And you hear it's like the strumming pattern is it's like a little down, and like a big down.
Yeah.
It's like a D, D, da, a D, D, da, ba, ba, ba. Cool. You know what? Let's play it and you sing it because
Okay.
I don't know all the words. They're all so clever. There's so many of them. So from the top, 1, 2, 3.
Come take a ride with me, and you'll see that you'll be my angel and I'll be your devil. We fit together so perfectly. We'll be like Messenger, Bag, and Mal Blum. We'll never be apart, and our two hearts beat like one. You might be a loser, but you've won my heart. Here's a hit for you. I love you more than shitty art. Am I?
Good.
Okay.
So that's a am I D,
Yeah.
shaving you, I love you, G, then shitty A. And then the chorus is the same. The chorus is
Am I shaving you? Am I shaving you? Yes versus no. Am I shaving you?
good. So you hear the end of the chorus is just a little bit different on the last am I shaving you. What is it again, Paige?
It's D, G, D.
So the strumming pattern doesn't change, but that last line, am I D, G, D. Sweet. And then, then the whole thing repeats, right? There's another verse and a chorus, and you play those how we just played that. And then there's an end section where it's a little bit different. And what are the lyrics when that section starts?
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
I take a hero's journey, you're drinking a milkshake of death.
Good.
Yeah,
So we're
I'd
doing
do
G,
anything for you.
A,
And you better not
stay
forget.
on the D.
I look forward to seeing you like your sandwich night. When I
G,
predict our future, everything looks right. I look into your eyes and I hear a symphony full of toys and tiny instruments. And of course the LLC must be 40-year-old Goosey. When I'm with you, time slows down.
Okay, amazing. All right, so for that whole end section, starting with, what was the line?
I take a hero's journey.
I take a hero. So from the I take a hero's journey, you're doing G, A, D, stay on the D, and then you hear it slows down. Very clever, Paige. When we start singing about the 40-year-old Goosey. So that line is I take
The beginning of that part?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I take a hero's journey.
No, how does the slow down part go?
You must be 40-year-old Goosey.
Okay, you must be G,
Yep, 40-year-old
A,
When I'm with
D,
you,
A,
time slows down.
G. Right? It's a very pleasing pattern actually because you play the pattern the way you've been playing it and then you reverse it. So you go G, A, And then we're at the end of the song, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yep.
Okay, so the last line is,
am I shaving you now?
G, A, D. Am I shaving you now? Yay! Awesome.
All right.
You're so sweet to teach that to us. I think people are going to be psyched. It's such a cute song, and it's like we can play it.
Yeah.
We can do that. Well, so Paige, I think now I've learned to stop being surprised when people that are like in the world of TCGS turn out to have like a whole other talent that none of us know about or are super creative. Like, I think I'm finally at the point where I'm going to stop being surprised about that. Oh, look, we're just having a chat, and I'm drinking my coffee. It's so supremely casual around here. So you, how did you decide to intern with TCGS, and then, like, how did you actually get the internship? I think, like, I don't even know how the process works.
Yeah, I did it just because I'm a huge fan, and
how did you hear about the show?
I heard about the show when Chris was on Conan.
I think a lot of people discovered the show through like Conan or Fallon or one of those things.
That's a good way to do it. So yeah, that was like a year and a half ago, and then so yeah, I just was a big fan of the show, and the way I got it was I emailed Chris, but I didn't have his personal email address, so I just sent it to all the ones I could find, like the one for coming to the show.
Yeah, which is the Zero Laughs. Yep.
But then eventually I was able to get his other email address, and I sent him a note, and he said if the timing worked out that I could do it.
You must have said the right thing. We don't know what it was. Mystery will never be revealed, but you must have said the right thing. That's amazing. And so you're just on a break from school, and so the timing worked out.
Yeah.
So what I'm like wondering, we show up every week and we make this crazy show, and the whole thing is really super thrown together, like at the last minute. Like the LLC, we go and like sort of practice our songs maybe for a couple hours before the show, but we don't get a chance to run anything with the rest of the cast members. We just everyone shows up to the studio and we try to mush all of our ideas together. Yeah. So what was it like the first time, just like showing up, and like were you surprised at how chaotic it was, or what was your first experience like?
I guess I wasn't really surprised. I don't know, not in a bad way, but
because it's like when you're watching the show, it seems particularly organized. I guess that's true.
Yeah, no, but the first show I worked on was Conspiracy Theory Gary.
Oh gosh.
So that was a weird one, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
I got there, and Chris wasn't there yet, but some other people from the show were there, like Patrick was there, and then JD showed up pretty soon after. And everyone was really welcoming.
Patrick, who has been working on the show for so long and is really just critical to operations at Chris Gethard Show. Yeah. And JD, who's our director. Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone was super helpful and welcoming. It was so nice.
Yeah. I should say that on the Conspiracy Theory Geary show, I guess Chris and JD instructed the audience not to laugh at anything because they want. I didn't know either. And I'm not saying anything that the LLC was doing was particularly hilarious on that show, but we were trying to do some funny stuff, and no one was laughing, and I just I kind of wanted to die on the inside. I was like, this is horrible. I want to go home.
Yeah. No, I didn't know until after.
Yeah, and then after, I was like, that might have been a nice thing to know, as a performer. FYI, we've told everybody not to laugh at anything you do.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what's been your favorite? This is crazy, right? That I've been doing these videos for this long and I've still not figured out how to get my computer not to fall asleep.
There's settings things you can do, but whatever.
Oh, Paige is going to help me fix
I'll
this
fix it
when
for
we're
next
done.
time.
Okay, so what's been your favorite episode that you have worked on?
Oh my god. Hundo was really good just because it was a big one.
I'm glad you were around for that one.
Yeah,
that was
me
very
too.
Touching episode.
But I mean, I guess you weren't there, but Naked from the Waist Down was really fun. It was weird, but it was really fun.
Darn, I wasn't there. No, I heard that one was really fun.
It was. But I mean, all of them have been so good. Yeah. I don't know if I can pick a favorite one. But, yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about briefly, because I think maybe some people in the ukulele army are maybe at the point where they would be, I mean, some some people that are doing this, right? Some people like have already played other instruments and have already written songs. But I think for some people, like it is their first instrument, and maybe they haven't ever written a song before. But I think we're at the point where we know enough chords that maybe people could start writing songs. So I just wanted to ask you, like, do you remember what your first song was that you ever wrote?
Technically, I wrote one when I was like really little with my friend.
What was it? Do you remember?
Oh no, I don't. I remember like some of it, but I don't remember.
Do you remember what it was about? Anything?
It was not really about anything. It just rhymed.
So it was something that you always like, you sort of naturally were like inclined to do.
I guess like I wouldn't say that it's like something I'm naturally like really good at or anything. I just really like doing it. It's just really fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, that was technically the first one I can think of. But the first one that I like know and remember, is on YouTube, and it's it was a song like for an author who was signing all the whole first printing of his book. So I like wrote a song about it.
What book was it?
The Fault in Our Stars.
And it was like your favorite, or?
Actually, the book hadn't come out yet. I just like the author. And, so.
Okay, so the first song that I ever wrote, I'm gonna date myself here, people. You probably don't even know this band. There was like a punk band that was like really popular in the 90s. It was called NXPX. And I was like I had like the biggest distance, like semi-celebrity crush on the singer. And his name was Mike Herrera. And the first song that I ever wrote was entitled the Mike Herrera Song. And the chorus was like, I love you, Mike Herrera, like, this I swear like, I find it really unfair that I can't make you aware like, it was
great. You remember it.
I do, I remember it. Well, because my band did eventually record it.
Awesome.
It was, like, on, like, the first EP that I ever released, which basically should have had, like, the Play School logo on it, and it should have said, like, my first album ever. Like, I listen to it now, and it's, like, pretty adorable, but, like, there's so many things on it that are really cringeworthy. It's, like, definitely a learning curve with recording. So how do you, what normally comes to you first when you're writing? Like, do you think of a melody first? Do you think of words first? Do you sit down and think of chords?
Good question. I don't know. Most of the music I've done is parodies. So, like, that's usually words, because the melody is already there, which is nice. But I guess with this one, it was like words and melody sort of at the same time. I think it was kind of the chorus is what I started with, maybe. I don't really remember. But, so kind of words and melody at the same time, and then I figure out what chords it goes along with.
I think I'm the same. I think I'm the same. And like, I will often be, like, walking down the street, and something will pop into my head, and I'll have to, like, leave myself, like, little voice memos so that I don't forget it, you know? And then I'll often find that when I sit down, I mean, I normally write songs on bass, actually, because that's, like, my actual instrument. But I often find that, like, inside my head, like, my head actually knows probably what the chord progression is. Yeah. Like, I just have to kind of, like, play around until I'm like, oh, right, that sounds right. That must have been what I had in my head when I wrote that melody. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, cool. Well, Paige, you're leaving us soon.
Yeah.
Very sad. How many more weeks do we have with you?
That was my last week.
No!
Yeah.
No! Oh, it's been super fun having you around, and it was amazing how you just, like, came and really, like, just, like, blended into our world.
Well,
and
thanks to you guys.
Yeah. So, so thank you and goodbye to Paige. But come back. You'll come back and visit, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be here for sandwich night and stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And tell everybody, I mean, people probably found it through listening to Am I Shaving You song.
Yeah.
But how do people find your stuff on YouTube?
It's youtube.com/Paige L. Finch. That's Paige.
L. Finch.
Finch, like the bird.
Oh, look. Paige, as soon as we're done with this,
I
we're
know.
help you with that.
I will.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, sweetheart. So
Thanks for having
fun to have you. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.